Shit, you know what I'm here for. You know what I'm here for. You know what I'm here for. Get out them goddamn drugs!
Hey, it's me, just Jerry, the only YouTuber who finds it hard to keep friends around because I'm the problem. But speaking of keeping friends, DDG. DDG has caught himself again in another beef for the 8th time this year, but this time it's not with the streamer he hates or a 2K YouTuber. This time it's his friend or ex-friend, Jay Cinco. If you don't know who Jay Cinco is, I don't know either, but according to the internet, he's apparently a rapper and a basketball star and an LA native who also does content creation, which he's pretty good at. So much to the point where he decided to go full time with content and would grow himself a huge fan base, especially after hopping into the IRL world. And with doing IRL content in the WL community, he'd link up with other streamers but would find himself around the main man himself, DDG. It seemed natural, given that Jay was familiar with Deshae, so those two being friends, let alone getting involved in each other's content, wasn't the wildest thing. But Jay would notice little things about the friend group, which includes DDG, Woo-Wop's dad, Deshae Frost, and other people I don't care to look up. I don't know, fucking Woo-Wop himself. Anyways, fast forward to the end of September, after Kai wrapped up the most underwhelming subathon ever, DDG announced his own content house group project thing, and one thing was obvious: Jay wasn't there. Many DDG fans noticed this and would spam both creators for a response, and Jay would deliver with his video titled "The Real Reason Why I Left Capaholics." Long story short, he left because he felt too disrespected by someone in the group. Whether it was in regard to the relationship or his career, someone felt like they had the gall to speak on Jay, so he decided to part ways and kept it pushing. But the internet is the internet, so people went looking and found it too coincidental that out of all the people in the group, only one member has a pattern of just causing problems within his friendships, and that man was DDG. Now, if this is your first time on this channel, I've spoken on DDG about, I don't know, 6-7 times, but every time I have, it's never for good things. One day he's beefing with this creator, or this day he doesn't have custody of his kid, or he's dissing dead people this day. It's always something controversial. It's like, I don't know, time and time again, DDG is always stirring up drama, and it's not even the good kind, because unlike other beefs and whatnot, they usually don't cross-reference each other. But when you beef with this person who's in FaZe or this person who ran 2K, it's hard for those that you are still cool with to not be affected. We saw earlier this year, DDG and Reggie from AMPG League get into their back and forth. All while this was going on, the one person who was involved involuntarily was Kai Cenat, a friend of both parties. But Kai would receive comments in regard to the beef, even though it had absolutely nothing to do with him. His name was never brought up between those two, but since he's a common factor, he ended up getting dragged as well. So what's gonna happen with this beef? Does Jay Cinco need new friends, or does he need to make up with DDG? Well, Jay should be fine, given that he's been doing this for quite some time, but this is his first internet beef from what I've seen, and to beef with one of the internet's greatest jesters, that is an incredible feat. It might be resolved in lyric, which, for the love of God, or the core or in the ring, but as of now, Jay Cinco hasn't done much since the video. On the other hand, DDG is DDG, so you know, there's gonna be clips that are heavily reposted and maybe an hour-long video, and to top it off, maybe a diss during the Capaholic stream. We've seen these plays before, and DDG's a troll, so I don't know where or when this gets resolved, but DDG needs to grow up. Although he's good at this style of beefing, it doesn't really help him in the long run. Outside of Reggie, almost every person he's had beef with doesn't fall off. In some cases, they blew up past the beef, but doing the style of content and the way he's going about it is just sad. Daryl is pushing 40 and still beefing instead of locking in on his own craft. Daryl mentioned that Jay was trying to be bigger than the program, but my question is what exactly the program is. I will be that person, but since Streamer University, his content has been lackluster and just copy and paste of everybody else's homework. Funny Mike at Streamer Prom, DDG does Are You My Ball. Kai Cenat has AMPG League, DDG makes the Capaholics. I don't know, it's just uninspiring and overall lazy. But speaking of lazy, I'm too lazy to end the video properly, but what do you think? Is DDG in the wrong, or is Jay Cinco being butthurt? Let me know in the comments, and who knows, I might respond. But if I do, it's because I got free will, and so do you. And in conclusion,
Cinco, DDG, call Batman, ASAP.